All right, so I'm finishing up a fairly exhausting week of being on call as a locum tenens urologist, and these are 3 of the urologic emergencies I saw last week and what you have to do about them. So number 1 is Fournier's gangrene, and this is a very serious infection of the soft tissue of the groin that is very serious, and it can spread very rapidly across fascial planes, and it's often called necrotizing fasciitis. And basically, it's a surgical emergency. You have to go to the operating room as soon as possible to remove the gangrenous tissue. And that's what I did. Number 2 is a septic kidney stone, and this is a combination of a kidney stone, which blocks the flow of urine from the kidney to the bladder. It's very painful. And a urine infection, but a serious urine infection where it's starting to affect you systemically, where you're having fevers and low blood pressure and high heart rate. When it comes to a septic kidney stone, you want to do essentially 2 things as quickly as possible. Number 1, you want to give supportive care with fluids, antibiotics, and pressors if needed, and you want to divert the urine. And you can divert the urine in 2 ways. You could put in what's called a ureteral stent, or you can put in a nephrostomy tube. And depending on how sick the patient is and where the stone is, you can do one or the other. And the 3rd urologic emergency I saw was testicular torsion. And this is basically a condition where the testicle twists around on its blood supply and can cut off the flow of blood and oxygen to the testicle. This is also a surgical emergency, and essentially, if it is proven to be the case, you have to go to the operating room and untwist it as soon as possible to try to save the testicle. These are just a few of the urologic emergencies that I evaluated in this week of being on call, and this all happened over the weekend, actually. Luckily, the person who I evaluated for torsion did not have torsion, so we didn't have to go to the operating room. The other people were treated surgically and are all doing well. So I'm pretty tired, but I'm finishing up my week, and I'll be able to fly home to Memphis, where I get to relax and recover and work on my other businesses. So I'm Dan, the Darwinian Doctor. I'm a urologic surgeon and real estate investor. Follow for more.